Welcome back to the garage. We've been wrenching this morning. It is Tuesday morning. We got some parts off the car, getting ready to go to powder coating, and the header and the pipe are going to get ceramic coated. We did get the bead locks off the rear tires, so those are going to powder coating. We're thinking Illusions Blue is going to be the new color. There's the grill, the air box, and the bead locks. There is the header. The header's going to be the same color. So we just been wrenching, got the front of the car taken apart pretty much to get that grill off, and the air box. There's what the front of the car looks like with no skins on it. So yeah, we're moving along. There's all the tins. That will go back on the little car. You can see all the tools. That is a magnet down there. Old guy like myself tends to drop things. So we did drop a washer. We're able to retrieve it. So just wanted to shoot you a quick video, let you know what we got going on a Tuesday morning. Wrenching a little bit each day. We do have to eventually put that rear end into the car. That's got a 390 gear in it. And the one that's currently in the car has a 358. So for the quarter-mile track at Marysville, actually, we got sent a spreadsheet that called for like a 430 gear in third gear, the car for Marysville. So I think we're going to go with the 390 and see what that looks like. We do have a 411 in the box, but maybe we'll try the 390 out first, see how that works January 1st. We'll see how that plays out as we go along. We may change our minds and go with something different, but for now I'm thinking 390 and probably, I don't know, second gear. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out, but that is the plan. This is Tuesday morning. We'll get this out to you this weekend, possibly, or Monday. So the suit gets here today, the gloves and the shoes, and tomorrow we get our helmet. We haven't ordered the Simpson hybrid head and neck restraint yet, so we still got to do that, but we're getting close. Each day we get a little bit closer, so yeah, we'll film throughout the day. Again, thank you all very much for tuning in. If you like what we got going on, please subscribe to the channel. Leave us questions. If we can answer them, we will. If we can't, we will find an answer for you. Again, greatly appreciate everyone tuning in, and we'll see you later on this week. Good morning, all. It's Tuesday morning. It's November 1st. That means we are one day closer to our January test and tune. So a lot going on. We had a great week. We got a bunch of parts in for powder coating. Ron's powder coating out here in Yuba City is going to take care of that for us. We sent in the header and pipe, so we're going to get that ceramic coated. It's going to be a black color with some metallic in it. We got, let's see, we got the grill in. We got the bead lock rings in. The window, the front windshield frame in. So all that's getting powder coated. Ron said it should be not any more than 2 weeks. So we're looking forward to getting that back. We do have a big roll around toolbox, I guess, Milwaukee box in the garage. We got that cleaned out this weekend. Hopefully that goes into the trailer. We got to figure out how that's going to mount up front. The trailer does have a winch in the front, so we got to figure out how to raise it up high enough so that the line from the winch clears that toolbox. So we'll figure that out. My dad and mom actually ordered some race ramps for us for the trailer. We were having to stack up some wood. They ordered some race ramps. Those came in yesterday. We'll show you that once we start messing with the trailer. Pretty cool stuff. We won't have to use wood anymore. The trailer door actually sits on these ramps, and that will help us clear. The car's it's not very far off the ground underneath there, maybe 3-4 inches, not even that far. So yeah, we need those to get that car on the trailer. We've been hard at it also with sim rig right behind me, and we're going to look at that today. a little bit. There's much debate on whether sim rigs are worth it or not. No, you can't feel the car moving around. But we've been running the legend cars and midgets, a bunch of short wheelbase cars, trying to get around as many other cars as we can. We're running practice. We're going to show you what we have going on in the sim rig. We're trying to replicate the dwarf truck as close as we can. We'll show you the pedals. We'll show you the view from inside the cockpit. And my personal opinion is maybe it's not the exact thing as real racing. However, I think it's about as close as you're going to get. We'll show you our pedals. We'll show you what we have going on. But we're taking laps. The whole idea behind taking a bunch of laps is if we can see cars getting loose in front of us. Maybe we're working on avoiding accidents and throttle control. So it's pretty spot on from what I understand in the throttle control department. And those short wheelbase cars actually pose some problems, and it's a huge throttle control game. So we're gonna show you inside the sim rig today as soon as we're done here. We contacted Zumaluma, that is the wrap company out in Petaluma that's going to do the wrap on the truck. We haven't heard anything from them yet. They did respond and say they are working on the markup of that. They are working the markup of our car wrap, so we're looking forward to seeing that when we get that truck done. So that's all that we have going on. More moving pieces and parts around. We're gathering tools, just enough to get the trailer squared away if for anything that we think we might need. So greatly appreciate everyone tuning in. Let's take a look at the sim rig. So if you like what we got going on, please subscribe to the channel, and let's look at the rig. So here is the subject of much debate. We're going to walk through the sim rig a little bit. The opinions with sim rigs go all the way from they are the real deal to they're of no use at all. Again, as we talked this morning, we're using it as a tool, more of a hand-eye coordination. As cars get loose, wreck in front of us, we're trying to get where we can avoid those wrecks. Also, throttle control. If you have a good set of pedals and you have a good wheel, I think the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. So this is our sim rig. There is the computer that runs it. Over there, we do have a good set of pedals. Down there, that's a set of Husingfeld Ultimate 2 pedals. So they are about one of the best sim pedals you can get. We did build this rig. We had no idea we'd be going real racing. So we built this rig to be as real as possible. It does not have motion. A lot of sim rigs do have motion. But again, we're using it just to get as many laps as we can. As I told you in the previous video, we're trying to run short wheelbase cars to see how they handle. I'm not sure if it's exact. Hopefully, we can report back in January. So we're running the legend cars and the midgets on quarter-mile tracks, which is what we're going to be running in January at Marysville. So here's the sim rig. It does have triple 34-inch monitors. Got the keyboard. Again, our steering wheel. We do have a SemiCube Pro 2 steering wheel with removable wheel. There is our gear shift, so you can actually shift this thing. And we will sit down here at the rig, take you for a little journey. Again, the steering wheel isn't quite as close in this rig as it is in the dwarf car, and you do sit up a little higher in this. So here's what it looks like. So you got monitors all the way from the left around to the right, and we will put the phone here in a holder real quick, and we'll take some laps. Again, what we're doing is we're looking for servers with a lot of cars in them. We're not necessarily racing, but we're trying to get some laps running around other cars. I think to me, it's very useful. You can see when they're getting loose, how the cars move. The modeling is supposed to be spot on. So we're kind of using it as a tool now. We don't race as much as we once did, but we do get a ton of laps. So let me put you in the holder here real quick. Sorry about that. So hopefully you can see the screen. We got a holder next to the seat here. And we are going to log in the legend cars. We are racing at Lima Land, which is a quarter-mile track. So let's go out and take some laps so you can kind of see what iRacing is all about. Again, the debate, whether it's useful or not useful, there's a million different opinions out there. But I figure a lot of guys in NASCAR use it as a tool, so why wouldn't we? Short wheelbase cars really get loose. As I'm talking to you, I don't have sound, so that helps a lot when you can hear the car breaking loose by the RPMs of the engine. But again, this is a quarter mile. This is Lima Land in Ohio. So there's some laps in the Legends car. Let's jump out of here real quick. Again, I'm doing this all so you guys can see if this might be something useful to you. Sim rigs can go all the way from a wheel strapped to a computer desk and some pedals to the sky's the limit. Those of you during COVID that saw Denny Hamlin's rig that he had in his house, that thing was absolutely amazing. It was upwards of, I can't remember, 35 grand or something to that effect. There are some cars out on the track. We'll go to Eldora in the 358 modified so you can see what it looks like possibly running around other cars. And it just gives you a good feel. Most of the drivers on iRacing probably aren't real drivers, so if you can avoid them, I think it will pay off in the long run. In our car, you do have you can talk, and you have a visor clear, so, or tear off, my apologies. We'll wait until it loads in here. We did actually run last night in 305 sprint cars at I-55 Speedway in Missouri. And we won that race, actually, Coast to Coast Racing League. If you want more info, you want to know what this looks like on the track, I do broadcast iRacing races on 5 different platforms live. But you can go to YouTube and search GY6RN. And that will bring up my broadcast company and all the races that we have done. So these are the 358 modifieds. We are at Eldora. Let's see if we can possibly get around another car so you guys can see what it's like running around another car. Not a lot of people on this early in the morning. Late in the evening gets pretty packed. Here comes a car. So we'll try to fall in line behind this car here. Again, 100% throttle control. It's not wide open. You're on, you're off the throttle, especially in a 358 modified. We're running behind the 54 car here, and we are not the greatest at modifieds, but we're giving her a go here. It is different not hearing the throttle. So that guy in front of us is some other guy just sitting at his house, wherever it may be. In our league, we got drivers from Australia, Canada, all over the U.S. But really working the throttle, especially when you go on the low side. And I'm hoping that transitions well to the real deal. We talked to Spanky, and he said if you're going to mess with, if you want to learn about setups, get in this particular car. This is a 358 modified. Get in this car and mess with your setups. And he said it translates pretty well. So I was looking at it last night, and there's stuff I have no clue what any of it means. There's a wreck. So it gets pretty hectic when you get, I don't know, 20 or so cars on the track. But it also, you can see the lines on the track. You got, it kind of teaches you how to read the track a little bit. You got some slick spots, like there at corner entry, and you search for that grip. So I'm hoping that that transitions well. We will see. So yeah, there is iRacing. That was a 358 modified. So we are still using iRacing, but we're using it a little different than probably most. We're trying to get some throttle control down. We're trying to get to where we're avoiding wrecks. We're watching cars in front of us real close, see when they get loose, what happens to the car. The modeling on these cars supposedly is spot on. So yeah, I don't know. I guess it can't hurt. The debate will forever continue whether iRacing is the real deal or not. Some love it, some hate it. So there you go. There's a ride in the sim rig. We are practicing up for January, and I'll let you know in January how that transitions. So greatly appreciate everybody tuning in. If you like what we have going on, please hit the subscribe button. And until next time, we'll see you.